Welcome, welcome everyone. So lovely to see all of these faces. Swan?
Yes, hello everyone. Are we waiting on any more people, Emma or Lila?
You are good to go.
Awesome. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the AASECT Annual Awards Ceremony. We're absolutely thrilled to have you with us today as we come together to honor the extraordinary work, vision, and impact of sexuality professionals, educators, therapists, researchers, advocates, and practitioners who are committed to fostering understanding, equity, and empowerment in the field of human sexuality. I'm Swan Ho, and I use she, her pronouns. I'm thrilled to be one of your co-hosts for this powerful gathering. I'm co-chair of the AASECT Awards Committee and a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I've had the privilege of working in this field for 4 years, supporting authenticity, inclusivity, and affirming practices.
And hello everyone, my name is Claudia Johnson. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm honored to be with you today as your co-host for today's celebrations. I serve as co-chair of the AASECT Awards Committee alongside Swan, and I've been working in the field for the past 5 years. This award ceremony is about honoring those who have made a distinct impact through education, clinical practice, research, advocacy, and community building. These awards represent more than individual excellence. They reflect the collective progress we're making towards a more informed, inclusive, and sex-positive world. And because no celebration is complete without a little fun, Naomi is here and we'll be sharing with you a little trivia round in the program. So brush up on your sex ed history, facts, and pop culture knowledge because one lucky winner will walk away today with a free 1-year AASECT membership.
So whether you're here as a nominee, a supporter, or someone who just loves community, thank you for being part of today's event. We're so glad you're here with us to celebrate the stories, achievements, and legacies that continue to move our field forward. Before we honor the past and present, please join us in welcoming Dr. Lex Brown James, President of AASECT, whose leadership has guided this organization with care, clarity, and deep commitment, to say a few words.
Well, how do I follow up after that, Swan? That was so sweet. Hello, everybody. It is so nice to see all of these faces. Congratulations to our award winners. I am so happy to be here to see you all and to say congratulations. I'd like to, first of all, Lex is my name. You can call me Lex. People have in the habit of calling me Dr. Lex. We only need to slide credentials occasionally if necessary. And it's so lovely to be here. Thank you so much to the awards committee. You all have been so dedicated in reviewing and getting rubrics and working together for cultivating our amazing talent. I don't know how you do it. I'm glad I don't have to do it, but you all are able to take all of these things and put them together and say, so many people are so deserving of so much acknowledgement. And at AASECT, we definitely have all of the cream of the crop all of the time. So the fact that we have award winners that have raised to the very, very top, I give my hats off to you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your service. It really is the people that make AASECT go round. And I'm very honored to be working next to you all in conjunction with it. So I will turn it back over to Claudia for the rest of the program, and I'm happy to be a witness.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lex. I can't just say Lex. It is my pleasure to shift a little bit of our attention towards our land acknowledgement. So I started the screen share. And before we begin, we just want to take a moment to acknowledge that while we're gathering here today virtually, we remain grounded in physical places, each with histories shaped by Indigenous presence, resistance, and care. And while these lands hold memory, culture, and meaning, many of us are here because of violent processes of removal, genocide, and erasure. I am joining you today alongside Swan from the traditional and unceded lands of the Coast Salish peoples, specifically the Duwamish tribe, a community that continues to steward this land despite ongoing colonial violence and a lack of federal recognition. We name this as a commitment to honor Indigenous sovereignty, to reckon with the systems we've inherited, and to move towards accountability and repair. If you know the Indigenous lands you're calling in from, we invite you to share that in the chat. If you're unsure, that's okay. A link will be shared so that we can help you beginning to continue this learning as part of the ongoing work of accountability and solidarity with our Indigenous communities. Recognizing the original stewards of this land is a small but meaningful step in honoring Indigenous communities and histories. Thank you all so much for being a part of this.
It's always nice to see tribe names that I recognize, and equally as cool to see new ones to hold in mind. Looks like the comments are slowing down. Well, let's keep an eye on the chat for any other land acknowledgements of the people that have stewarded this land long before us. We'd also like to take a moment to acknowledge the efforts of the other committee members in this awards committee. As you know, each year the awards committee is made up of dedicated volunteers who generously contribute their time, insight, and care to this process. Together, we review nominations, engage in thoughtful discussions, and work diligently to determine this year's award recipients. We'd like to take a moment to recognize and sincerely thank our fellow awards committee members for their invaluable efforts. Your commitment and collaboration are what make this celebration of excellence possible. All right, so let's get started with the awards. Next up will be Marissa Stein to present the Digital Media Awards.
Thank you, Swan. It's lovely to see everybody here today. I am Marissa Stein, they, them pronouns, and I'm a licensed mental health counselor, certified sex therapist, who is a settler in Duwamish and Coast Salish land, which is located on Greater Turtle Island. I am honored today to announce the sex doctor, Dr. Tanganyika Kuaskud, YouTube series as this year's winner of the AASECT Live Web Series Award. Dr. Kuaskud's mission to erase stigma and empower people with accurate, straightforward sexual health information is at the heart of this engaging and impactful series. With a fearless and unapologetic approach, the sex doctor covers everything from sexual behavior, anatomy, and psychology to the social, historical, and legal aspects of sex. Dr. Kuaskud delivers culturally informed, research-based discussions that are both educational and deeply engaging, making complex topics accessible to all. Dr. Kuaskud's ability to bridge clinical expertise with real-world conversations has made this series a valuable resource for professionals and the general public alike. For their dedication to inclusive, pleasure-positive, and stigma-free sex education, we celebrate the Sex Doctor as this year's AASECT Live Web Series Award winner. Congratulations to Dr. Tanganyika Kuaskud. And Dr. Kuaskud, I would love to invite you to say a few words if you would like.
Hi, thank you so much to AASECT and to the awards committee for this recognition. It really touches my heart deeply. I know that I share the mission that everybody else in this group and in the whole community of sexuality professionals share, which is empowering people to make informed decisions when it comes to sexual health and to destigmatize sexuality as it is part of the human experience and it's a right for everybody. So thank you so much. I am so honored. I am so grateful. And I pledge to continue the mission alongside all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're now going to move along to the AASECT Podcast Award. And I'm delighted to announce Soft Landing, hosted by Rafaela Smith Fiallo and Eric Jones, as the winner of this year's AASECT Podcast Award. What sets Soft Landing apart is its unwavering commitment to intersectionality and cultural competency. By centering marginalized voices and addressing the intersections of race, gender, and systemic inequities, this podcast fosters vital conversations that reflect the diverse realities of sexuality and healing. With an engaging format, exceptional production quality, and a strong focus on accessibility, Soft Landing has built a supportive and formed community. It serves as a vital resource for both professionals and the general public, offering inclusive, evidence-based, and clinically relevant discussions on sex, relationships, and sexual health. Through its intersectional approach, the podcast ensures that topics are explored with depth, centering LGBTQIA+ identities, race, gender diversity, and disability, all while embracing a broader wellness perspective. For its dedication to education, advocacy, and amplifying voices that need to be heard, we celebrate Soft Landing as this year's AASECT Podcast Award winner. Congratulations to Rafaela Smith Fiallo and Eric Jones. I would love to invite both Rafaela and Eric to say a few words if you would like.
Hi, thank you so much for that lovely introduction. I'm a little allergy-eyes. I don't know if the word is. But it is such an honor to have this recognition and affirmation. I want to really send so much love and appreciation to Eric, who was an intern at the time, who came in and offered this as a project, and I was terrified. And I was like, what? A podcast is too much, it's too big, it's too hard. And without their support and dedication, or with their support and dedication, I was able to say something that really worried and scared me. I love the fact that we were able to pull in both our sex therapy and sex educator lens into the conversation and offer a lot of resources with each episode. And so to have received this, I just feel so much love. And you reading off the description, I'm like, we did that. We did. So thank you so much. And I will be passing this along to Eric as well, who's not able to join us today.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the book awards. It is my pleasure to announce that we have had two outstanding winners for this year's AASECT Book Awards for children under 18. Given the range of submissions, we decided to recognize books in two distinct age categories: young children and older children, tweens, teens. For the young children category, the award goes to the Learning About Bodies series by Dorian Sulat and Marshall Miller. This series beautifully embodies body positivity, inclusion, and affirmation, offering young readers a reassuring and celebratory look at body diversity. One of its greatest strengths is the use of science-based language that normalizes anatomy, paired with engaging, fun, and non-threatening illustrations. Additionally, the included parent-caregiver guide is an invaluable resource, providing adults with the tools to navigate these important conversations with confidence. And I'd now like to invite both Dorian and Marshall to say a few words if you would like.
Thank you so much. What an incredible honor. We're truly honored to be selected for this and in such good company with so many other incredible folks who are here today. I also want to thank all the AASECT members who gave us feedback on drafts. There's no question these are better books because of the revisions and insights that many other professionals in this field contributed. And the last thank you that we're going to spend a moment on is my nephew, who at age 4 asked his mom, my sister, so many questions about his penis that she finally called me, her big sister sex educator, to say, could you just tell me what book to buy him that's written for 4-year-olds that's, it's all about penises? And when I was like, I don't think there is a book like that, that was the spark that led to the creation of the penis book as well as the vulva book. And I think so many of us have had this experience where it's the question asked by a child or the comment made by a student that leads to some of our most meaningful work.
So yes, thank you. And please keep these books in mind as a resource for friends and for parents and clients. And we found that a lot of people, when they get them in their hands, are like, wow, this is really a really useful tool to be able to share with children, but they don't necessarily know about them without folks like you spreading the word. So they'll be at the bookstore at the conference coming up in June for those of you who'll be there.
Thanks again.
Excellent, thank you. For the older children, tweens, teens category, the award goes to The Everybody Book of Consent by Rochelle E. Simon. This book impressed us with its comprehensive and accessible discussion of consent, extending beyond sexual context to include friendships, family boundaries, and personal autonomy. It is LGBTQIA inclusive and thoughtfully addresses complex topics such as power dynamics, privacy, neurodiversity, and transphobia. We also appreciated its intersectional approach, ensuring that race, disability, and gender identity are central to conversations about consent. Both of these books are incredible contributions to age-appropriate, inclusive sexuality education. Rachel, we would love to hear from you as well if you have a few words you'd like to say.
Thank you so much for this award and for having us. Yep, it's our turn now. So we are going to say thank you so much for this recognition and honor. We were so grateful to receive the feedback and the award in 2020 for the Everybody book. And we are so honored to be here again just 4 years later. And shout out to Dorian and Marshall, whose work we were able to give feedback on in those early stages. So congratulations to you, to all of the AASECT winners, to all of the AASECT community members doing such important work at a very terrible time. And we just appreciate being named in the presence of such greatness. Is there anything, Benji, do you want to say anything about consent? No? That's a perfect example right there. No, I don't. So we are just raising the next generation to be able to celebrate their own no's and to get in touch with their own yeses. And for those of you in the Philadelphia area tomorrow, my amazing illustrator, Noah Grigney, is
Can I go back?
Yes, publishing their own book, Mama Moon. And we have a collaborative book event at the Wooden Shoe on South Street tomorrow evening at, I think, 4 p.m. if any of you want to join us. So thank you again. We're very, very grateful.
Congratulations to Dorian, Marshall, and Rachel on this well-deserved recognition. And I want to now hand this back over to Swan to announce the winners of the next category.
Good job, Rachel.
Thank you, Marissa. I'm thrilled to announce Gender Magic as by Ray McDaniel as this year's winner for the AASECT Sexuality Professionals Book Award for General Audience. We found Gender Magic a joy to read as both well-written and well-researched. Ray gives the facts about transitioning and detransitioning in a normalizing, informative, and positive way that is engaging and inviting. They invite people to explore and not fear getting it right the first time, while reminding people that they are trans enough being themselves without forcing self into boxes that might not fit for them. Ray combines warmth and guidance and thorough research to debunk myths about transness and normalize diverse gender experiences, making it a valuable handbook for anyone exploring their identity. In a time when gender diversity is under attack, Gender Magic provides hope, affirmation, and essential insights. Simply put, Gender Magic is the handbook you didn't know you needed. Congratulations to Ray McDaniel on this remarkable achievement. And I'd like to invite Ray to say any words they would like.
Yes, thank you so much, AASECT, and all the folks that made this happen for this honor. I am humbled and I am grateful. Shout out to Emily Nagoski, who, when I was a baby therapist, told me that one day I would write a great book, and I took that as a mission. And I would also like to say that with trans people and trans rights under attack with an unprecedented viciousness, we need messages and narratives about trans joy and thriving and hope and pleasure more than ever. So thank you for putting gender magic into more hands that need it.
Absolutely. And congratulations again, Ray. On to the Sexuality Book Award for Professional Focus. I'm excited to announce Disorder versus Desire by Dr. Alicia Rodriguez as this year's winner of the AASECT Book Award for Professional Focus. This book is bold. This book is a bold, disruptive entry into the field, challenging mainstream models of sexual diagnosis and offering a critical re-examination of how we define and pathologize sexuality. Taking on the DSM is a provocative choice. And while many of us resonate with the ideas in this book, it is a significant stance that deserves attention. Disorder versus Desire is deeply relevant to ongoing conversations about the intersection of sexual health, psychology, and ethics. It is kink and sex work inclusive, providing clinicians with a vital resource for working with marginalized sexualities. More than that, this book fosters a sex-positive culture that aligns with AASECT's values, pushing us to reconsider outdated frameworks and embrace a more nuanced, affirming perspective on desire. This work is an important contribution to the field, updating the literature and amplifying voices that are often overlooked. We are excited to recognize Dr. Alicia Rodriguez and Disorder versus Desire with this award. Congratulations, Dr. Rodriguez. Would you like to say a few words?
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. This is an honor. It's an incredible honor, and I'm humbled. This book was born out of a desire to challenge a narrative that pathologize pleasure and criminalize difference. And I'm grateful that it found resonance. I want to thank my family and friends who stood by me during the long nights of writing and rewriting. Their support made this possible. And to the professionals, the professionals and the trailblazers who came before me, who dared to speak the truth in rooms not ready to hear it. Thank you for paving the way. This award celebrates not only my work, but also our collective commitment to justice, inclusion, and healing in the field of sexuality. So again, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes. Congratulations again, Dr. Rodriguez. And now I'm excited to turn the mic over to Naomi Price Lazarus, who's got our sex trivia for today.
Great. Congratulations to everyone so far. This is so wonderful to be here and to write down all the great resources that I'm excited to give off to other professionals and the youth that I work with. So I'm Naomi. I'm going to host a short round of sex trivia. I run a nonprofit called Papaya Project. It's based in Seattle, and I do a lot of sex education with youth in schools. I also work full-time in a youth health clinic as well inside of high schools doing sexual and reproductive health care, and also run a lot of sex trivia events. And so this event that we're going to do, it's different than usual. Can you go to the next slide? Usually we host in person with like 100 to 150 people in the Seattle area. If you are around, would love to have you there and do fundraisers using sex trivia. So it's been a really great way in the Seattle community over the last 2.5 years to really expand kind of access towards a lot of different topics that we want to touch upon, very queer-centric, and then focusing on highlighting a lot of organizations in our area, at least, that do great work, specifically with the youth community, in the LGBTQ community, and beyond. So just so that we get in the right mindset, we are going to play this very quick round of just 11 questions of sex trivia. with the purpose of learning some new things. I don't think everyone's going to get every question right, but we will find out. Practicing destigmatizing sexualities and bodies and all the things, since we are all here in that kind of shared mission, and of course to celebrate ourselves and each other and our bodies and sexualities. And as mentioned, the winner of this round will get a free annual membership for next year. So pretty high stakes. And so hopefully someone's excited to get that prize. And then finally, of course, sex is a lot of different things. And so the questions range on a few different topics. It's not all encompassing of every person's body or experience, but just keep that in mind that, of course, sex is a lot of different things. And so we're just here to be silly, have fun, and see what we know or don't know. So if we are ready, we're going to be using Kahoot, which the easiest way to access this is from your phone. So I do recommend if you have a phone that you pull it out now. And we're going to put up a QR code. Otherwise, you can also just enter in kahoot.it. So I'm ready to share my screen whenever. Perfect. So if y'all can see this, you can scan this QR code or you can go to kahoot.it and enter in this game pin of 8539201. And then you can enter a nickname or your actual name as long as you can identify yourself if you are the winner. You can make it as fun or silly as you want. Sweet. So we'll give folks another minute or two. If you have to do it from your computer, that works as well. But the phone is definitely easiest. Great to see so many people hopping in. If there's anyone having any issues getting in, please send that in the chat.
I am unsure if I am allowed to play.
You should definitely play. And if you end up winning, you can always hand your prize down. And I don't know if folks here work with students in schools, but if you're not familiar with this platform, Kahoot is really commonly used by teachers in schools as a way to make sure that students are absorbing and retaining information. And of course, add like a competitive edge. And so as somebody who works with teenagers in high school, I actually think it's a great resource for adults as well. So we're gonna have fun with it. I'll turn on a little bit of the background Kahoot music if you're not familiar. Okay, I see 23 folks are in. Take a couple more seconds. Oops, some people dropped out. Okay. All right, we're gonna get started for the sake of time. So something important to know, it's not only whether or not you get the question right, you get more points if you answer more quickly. So put in your answer as quickly as possible and you'll see kind of color coordinated answer buttons on your screen. They're all multiple choice or involve ranking. So here we go. Our first question is, in the Fry's model of consent, what does the R stand for? Is it respectful, responsible, reasonable, or reversible? All right, so most of you got it correct. It is reversible, although of course, respect is always important in consent. Okay, next question. Oh, so here we get the scoreboard. So between every question, we will be able to see where people are going. So Rachel got that one real quick. Nice work. Question number 2. You're going to rank the following birth control methods from the most to least effective according to typical use. So you have birth control pills, condoms, IUDs, and the withdrawal/pullout method. So once everyone's answered, it should move on. So there's still one person who hasn't answered. This one's a little longer, so we still have a few more seconds. The tension's building. If you haven't put in your answer, make sure to do so now. All right, here's our ranking. So it's IUDs, followed by birth control pills, followed by condoms, followed by the withdrawal method. So of course, this is based on average or typical use. So a little under half of the folks got it correct. Good work. Rachel's still at the top. And then Dr. Big. Okay, so it's anyone's game. Question number 3. In 2024, which state performed the most out-of-state abortions by total number? So these are abortions where people came from out of state to this state to access an abortion. Was it Illinois, North Carolina, Colorado, or Kansas? Okay, that one was quick. So Illinois is correct. Most people got that correct, which is great and really helpful if you kind of have a sense of the map of where there's abortion bans right now. A lot of them are actually touching the bottom side of Illinois. So in the Chicago area and beyond, there's a lot of really great resources that can be accessed by folks in states who have more limited abortion rights. Okay, and Lex came to the top. So we have some contenders in here. All right, let's go, everybody else. Lex has the highest answer streak. Okay, 3 for 3. Which one of the following reversible contraceptive methods or birth control methods for people with penises currently exists, either in our country or elsewhere? Or sorry, which one does not currently exist? So one of these does not. So there's a hormonal gel that's applied daily, ingestible spermicide, compression underwear, or weekly or monthly hormone injections. So one of these does not actually exist, and the other 3 do. Nice. So ingestible spermicide is absolutely not a thing. Oh no, I'm so sorry, but hopefully we're not having a school alarm. Okay. Apologies if that just got really loud. There's a really loud beeping in my office. Yeah, so ingestible spermicide does not exist. But there are underwear that hold the testes closer to the body that are available in some other countries. I know in France, I have friends that use it. And it kills sperm by increasing the temperature of the testes. So pretty interesting. Okay, Lex fell down. And we have Juan at the top. So this is awesome. And Rafaela as well. So in which country can adults with disabilities qualify for up to 12 government-funded sex assistance services? In Sweden, Japan, Canada, or the Netherlands? All right, so it is the Netherlands. They have much more liberal rights and access to all types of sex assistance services. So a really cool program that they have there that I would love for one day that to exist in the United States. And our scoreboard here. Okay. Okay, and again, keep answering as quickly as possible and you might be able to get yourself to the top. Question number 6. This is a multi-select. What are the 2 most common birth control methods used worldwide? So this is by total number. Which ones are the 2 most common? So it's condoms and tubal ligations. Might be surprising to some, but if you look at a world map, it's really interesting to see the countries where there's been a lot of political efforts to oftentimes sterilize people of kind of reproductive or beyond reproductive age. And so we see large numbers of tubal ligations in very specific parts of the world. So it's less well distributed. But important to think about that vasectomies, for example, are a much lower percentage. So of course, this kind of continued inequity of the weight of where birth control is expected to be placed on the body. Dr. Big coming to the top. Okay. Question number 7. Which of these animals did humans create porn for using these animals in order to encourage them to mate while in captivity? Pandas, koalas, bearded dragons, or penguins. So they get to watch their own species be sexually active in order to encourage mating. Nice. Most people knew that. Yeah, so it is pandas. And it seems to be working pretty well, right? So porn is not necessarily just for humans, but so far I think we're the only ones who know how to make it. But pretty fun. Okay, that one stayed consistent on the scoreboard. Very good. And we have another puzzle. So rank the following sexual activities from highest to lowest STI transmission rate. So we have mutual masturbation, which for this we're saying like no touching of other bodies necessarily. Kissing, unprotected penetrative sex using a penis, that could be anal or vaginal sex, and unprotected oral sex on vulvas or penis-bodied people. So put those in their order, and we have some time for this one. Cool. Okay, so not everyone got this one correct, but the official ranking is unprotected penetrative sex, followed by unprotected oral sex, followed by kissing, followed by mutual masturbation, kissing on there just because of the risk of transmitting or transferring genital to oral herpes, although the risk is still pretty low statistically. So great work. And that moved things around. MM, whoever you are, good work. Okay, another multi-select here. During World War II, what 2 methods of STI prevention were provided to men, or specifically people with penises, in the Army? Apologies again, high school life. To prevent syphilis and gonorrhea. So you have latex condoms, dental dams, urethral lavage, and chemical prophylaxis. That was a topical. Great. Most people got this one too. So we have latex condoms and chemical prophylaxis that were heavily promoted during World War II. Of course, most of the emphasis here was placed on people with penises to specifically not sleep with people who were labeled as prostitutes or sex workers. And there was a lot of stigma around that as well. And Dorian came to the top. Okay, love to see this movement. Question number 10, what is the gender neutral term to refer to a sibling's child? Is a nibbling, a baby, a pibbling, or a niece-few? Five seconds here. Nice. Perfect. A couple people didn't know that. So now you know you can refer to folks as nibblings, which I think is just the cutest little name. And it's just adorable. Nibbleable. And Dorian is still at the top. So this is our last question here. Question 11. What is this billboard advertising for? So you're going to see a billboard here that says one size does not fit all. Is this advertising for Nike, for Subaru, right? So shoes or cars, for Verizon phone plans, or for Trojan condoms? And it's Verizon. It's Verizon. It's not for condoms, right? So like they're using kind of this language that's kind of sexualized, right? One size does not fit all. We assume it might be condoms, but it is not. So our grand finale here, we're going to see who our winners are. We got Dr. Big in third place. Congratulations. MM in second place. And in first place is Dorian. Amazing. Good work. So Dorian, we'll make sure that the AASECT folks connect with you. And I also do want to give a little shout out. I got a message from Bill in here from the SUD network, who's also happy to offer a free annual membership to the second place person. So, Bill, if you want to follow up directly with MM, if you're good with that, then that's such a wonderful little last minute offering. So congratulations to both of them or to both of them. Awesome. So make sure that you connect directly with Bill Taverner, and I'll stop my screen share, but so happy to be joining here today and to celebrate you all. Thank you.
All right, so we're back to the awards. Thank you so much, Naomi, for the trivia. I definitely learned a lot. I was thinking I knew more than that. So I think it was in 12th place, but it was super fun. Thank you again so much. Hello, my name is Heather Alberta. I use she, her pronouns, and I am an AASECT certified sexuality educator. I've been working in the field of sexuality education for the last 24 years. And so today I will be presenting the winner for the Emergent Professional Award. I am honored to announce Mystique Woods as the recipient of the 2025 AASECT Emergent Professional Award. Mystique has already made an incredible impact on the field of sexuality education by blending intersectionality, the arts, and cultural responsiveness into her work. Through Rose's platform, Mystique empowers youth-serving professionals, parents, and adolescents with knowledge that challenges stigma and harmful narratives. Mystique's initiative, Black Women Prep 2, exemplifies Rose's commitment to bridging education, healthcare, and cultural empowerment, ensuring Black women have access to affirming sexual health resources. Mystique's passion for dismantling stigma, uplifting marginalized voices, and fostering meaningful conversations about sexuality is evident in everything Mystique does. By incorporating artistic expression as a tool for engagement, Mystique has redefined how we approach sexuality education. Sexuality education. Rose's innovative and transformative contributions are shaping the field in profound ways, and we are thrilled to celebrate Mystique today. Congratulations, Mystique Woods. And you have the floor if you'd like to say anything.
Thank you so much, Heather. I am so excited to be here and so thankful for this opportunity that I wrote a poem. So here it goes. To be seen is a gift, to be honored for the work born of rhythm, resistance, and remembrance is sacred. This award is just not mine alone. It begins and belongs to the Black girls who dare to speak, the women who loved out loud, and the communities who taught me that healing is a ceremony and education is an altar. Black Women Prep 2 is a love song, and the miseducation of sex education is a liberation chant. And every workshop that I lead is a prayer that our pleasure is honored, our stories to be centered, and our futures to be free. So thank you, AASECT, for seeing me, and thank you for listening as the work continues. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you again, Mystique, and congratulations. All right. Next up, we have the award for Integrative Approaches to Sex Therapy. And it is with great honor that I announce Damon Constantinides as the recipient of this year's AASECT Awards for Integrative Approaches to Sex Therapy. Damon's 8-week group coaching program, the Trans-Mask Sexual Pleasure Program, invites transgender and non-binary masked individuals to unleash their own creativity in their journey toward pleasure and empowerment, and intentionally cultivates an inclusive space to explore their sexual pleasure through the lens of connection, self-directed pacing, and supportive community. The awards committee commends Damon's active efforts to include BIPOC voices and to decolonize accessibility through measures like sliding scale options and no-fee spots. This project is not only impressive and novel, but also a shining example of innovation and compassion in action. Congratulations, Damon, for this transformative and inspiring work. If you'd like to say a few words as well.
Yeah, thank you so much for how you spoke about the program. And I feel so honored to be here with this amazing crew of people. I do want to do a shout out to my family who's been so supportive, and to Dr. Thomas Wood, who's not here, but who every week listens to me talk about my dreaming and scheming specifically for this program. And most importantly, I'm grateful for my queer and trans family and community, for every client and group participant, and for my queer and trans ancestors who helped me create and hold spaces for trans joy, pleasure, and magic. So thank you so much. Trans pleasure is resistance, and we need that now more than ever.
Thank you so much, Damon. And again, congratulations. And thank you, Heather, for presenting this award. And now it is my honor to present our 2025 AASECT winner for the Sexuality Educator Award. And it is Dr. Marky Twist. Dr. Twist has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to advancing the field of sexuality education through their impactful research, publications, and teaching. Among their many contributions, Dr. Twist, alongside Dr. Neil MacArthur, coined the term digisexuality and developed a compelling theoretical framework for understanding how digital technologies shape and expand human sexual expression. Her work also includes the development of the Gender, Sexual, Erotic, and Relational Diversity Matrix, a tool that deepens our understanding of the intersectionality present in queer identities and experiences. Dr. Twist's dedication to education, inclusivity, and innovation has made a lasting impact on our field and inspired so many of us to think more expansively and compassionately about sexuality. Although Dr. Twist cannot be here with us today, she's recorded an acceptance speech that we're delighted to share with you. Please join me in celebrating and congratulating the remarkable Dr. Marky Twist.
Hi, my name is Dr. Marky Twist and my pronouns are she and they. This is by far the biggest awards honor of my life. I'm so grateful to AASECT and the awards committee for recognizing my work. I want to thank the Sexperts, colleagues, friends that nominated me, namely Dr. Alexian Toffey, Marla Renee Stewart, and Colton J. Shenicke. I want to thank my late brother Brennan and my parents, Janice and Vern, and my grandparents, the late Sydney and Del Dodge, who fostered a home where conversations and curiosity about sex were natural and normal. I want to thank my professors and teachers across my university schooling who helped make me the sex educator I am today, namely Dr. Dick Skeen of Northern Arizona University and the late Dr. Reverend Lamar Woodham of University of Louisiana Monroe. I want to thank my colleagues in the various posts I've had that gave me a chance to teach and program develop in the area of sex therapy and education, namely Dr. Gerald Weeks of the then University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and Dr. Reverend Bob Salt of then University of Wisconsin System, and the folks of the current posts I hold today, namely University of Guelph and Antioch University Relational Therapy Division. I want to thank the College of Sexual and Relationship Therapists for trusting me to serve as your journal editor since 2018, which is the Journal of Sexual and Relationship Therapy. Finally, I want to thank my teen kid, human child, who is here with me, for being such an incredibly brilliant, kind, socially just, and sexually aware human. I am so proud of who you have been, who you are now, and who you will become. I learn so much from you each and every day. This award is not only a recognition of me and my contributions to the field of sexuality education, it is an award that recognizes my family, my teachers, my students, my mentees, my mentors, my supervisees, my supervisors, and my co-authors. Thank you. Thank you all again. Thank you, AASECT.
No, no, no. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Twist. Wow. Whew, what a powerful and heartfelt message. Whew. These are the moments I think that reminds all of us that we don't do this work alone. So, as well as the impact, of course, that our work can have. So, thank you so much, Dr. Twist. And again, congratulations. And well, after seeing this message with full hearts, it is also my honor to present our next awardee. And I apologize, I'm gonna click. I hope the video won't start again. Oh, yes, okay, award. So it is my honor to present the award, the AASECT Humanitarian Award. And this award goes to Raheem Star! Someone whose work deeply exemplifies the heart and spirit of this award, crossing borders both real and imagined to connect with diverse communities, share knowledge, and foster transformation across both the US and Canada. From grassroots organizing to clinical work and public speaking, Raheem consistently centers LGBTQIA+ folks, body diversity, and marginalized voices with compassion and clarity. His dedication to uplifting and giving back to multiple communities, as well as fostering meaningful change, makes Raheem a truly deserving recipient of the Humanitarian Award. Raheem is here with us today, and it is my pleasure to invite him to share a few words.
Hello, everybody. It's exciting to be here. This is my first AASECT award, and I say that because I hope there's more to come in the future. I've been a therapist for a number of years, since 2010, 2011, but this really feels like my foray into sexuality-specific work, and I'm just really excited for the people that support the work that I do. I want to give a shout out to Dr. Bianca Loriano, who provides like all kinds of guidance. And like she's a boss bitch. People know her, and she gives me like I feel like she's giving me a lot of free time, and I just want to appreciate it for that kind of support. So thank you to the AASECT community, and I look forward to sharing and learning from all of you in the years to come.
Congratulations again, Raheem. And now I'd like to welcome back Swan, who will be introducing the next award recipient.
Awesome. Thank you, Claudia. So next up, we've got the DEI Award. It is my honor to announce and celebrate Dr. Shamika Thorpe as this recipient of this year's AASECT Award for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Dr. Thorpe was selected for her blend of work across research, community education, and knowledge dissemination. As co-founder of the Minority Sex Report, Dr. Thorpe addresses the underrepresentation of Black and Native women in sexuality education, while also providing vital reproductive justice training to the community. We commend Dr. Thorpe for her dedication to highlighting the unique challenges faced by Black women. Through her efforts to include Black women in essential, yet often overlooked research, she demonstrates a profound commitment to uplifting Black sexuality. By including Black women into the long-needed research, it is clear that she deeply values DEI in all the facets of her sexuality work. The committee is honored to be able to recognize and celebrate Dr. Thorpe's incredible contributions to the field of human sexuality. Congratulations, Dr. Shamika Thorpe. And I believe you're here today as well. Would you like to say a few words?
Yes, I would. Thank you all so much. Thank you to the awards committee. I would also like to thank the person that nominated me, the amazing researcher who always uses her privilege for good, and I appreciate her for that. I want to say thank you to all the Black women educators and researchers who have believed in me and mentored me, and that speak my name in rooms even when I'm not there. Also, thank you to AASECT for continuing to have the DEI award. in a time right now where DEI is being challenged and it's taboo, and I'm a professor, right? So in academia, everything DEI related is gone. I'm watching my colleagues lose millions of dollars in research funding for anything related to DEI, to women's health, anything race specific, anything LGBTQ specific. So thank you to AASECT for seeing value in this award. And also just validating that my work is important. And I hope that other people that see my work and upcoming researchers feel like they can go out and do research specifically on Black women, no matter what funders tell you, no matter what professors tell you, that our work is important. And thank you just so much. I appreciate you.
Awesome. And thank you again for your work, Dr. Thorpe. It's absolutely necessary. I will turn it back over to Claudia to announce the next award.
Thank you, Son, and congratulations again, Dr. Thorpe. It is my honor to introduce this year's winner for the AASECT Professional Standard of Excellence Award. And this year, the award goes to the one and only Dr. Bianca Laureano. Bianca has been a transformative force in the field of sexuality, not simply by showing up, but by leading with intention, courage, and deep care. As a sex educator, supervisor, CE and SAR provider, founder of the Women of Color Sexual Health Network, co-chair of the BIPOC Special Interest Group, and former chair of the AASECT Awards Committee, Bianca has consistently centered equity, justice, and inclusion in everything she touches. Her work challenges ableist and colorist frameworks, reimagines what education can look like, and ensures that BIPOC, disabled, and marginalized voices are not only heard, but are leading the way. Whether she's redesigning SARS to reflect lived experiences or mentoring the next generation of educators and leaders, as Raheem shared with us, Bianca brings brilliance and boldness into every space she enters. Please join me in celebrating and honoring the incredible contributions of Dr. Bianca Laureano, because she's not only raising the bar, she's reshaping the field to be more just, more liberatory, and more human. Dr. Laureano, if you're here, we would love to invite you to share a few words.
Thank you so much, Claudia. What a beautiful, thoughtful thing to hear on a Friday afternoon. So I'm accepting this award in honor of the continued daily acts of subversion that continue to disrupt the oppressive ways that professionalism has been constructed and practiced to exclude so many of us, queer, trans, disabled, people of the global majority, and our community members. So high five to all of our recipients and have a great weekend, y'all. We made it to Friday. Thanks, Claudia.
Thank you so much, Dr. B. Yay. I just want to say your words and your work continue to inspire us and challenge us all in the right ways. So thank you so much for that. And now, as we move into our final award of the day, I'm thrilled to welcome back the one and only Dr. Lex Brown, our AASECT president, to help us present our last honoree.
Oh, thank you so much. All this has been lovely. We have laughed, we have competed, we have been moved to tears in a number of ways, and I see lots of smiles and head nods. So as we start to wrap up our journey, it is my absolute and wonderful pleasure to present the Distinguished Service Award for AASECT service. I have known this winner since I spelled AASECT with two S's instead of two A's. And way back when I was an intern, oh my gosh, 2008-ish, 2007-ish, before I'd seen my first client, this person was one of my first supervisors ever and actually kept me in my program when I was about to get kicked out. So is part of the making of why I am a sex therapist today. When I say that Dr. Christopher Ferriello has been there every step of the way, has some of the most functional energy and heart for AASECT. It's a reason why I eventually joined and eventually ran. It took a lot for him to push that, but he has been here as secretary, as president-elect, as treasurer, has had AASECT knowledge and has a hand in shaping and pushing forward. Chris pushed forward the path that I get to travel on. He's part of the reason why we get to be where we are today. And he's part of the reason why we're going to get to continue on as nominations chair and as a fortifying force for wanting AASECT to stand in its greatness, for being more than just a checkbox or a place where you write a check to. Chris has been integral in building the community of AASECT, of trying to maintain, of bringing students, which he actually tries to bring a group every year, including students, mentees, and supervisees. So Chris has been dedicated to AASECT throughout his time and his tenure and throughout all of ours. So Chris, thank you so much for making this organization, for having a hand, your energy, your spirit of kindness, your love, and also some of that go-get-emness is built into our infrastructure. And we appreciate you. Congratulations. And would you like to say anything?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for that, Alex. And wow, I'm such awe of all the award winners tonight and all the great things that they're doing. This is such an incredible honor for me. I'm deeply humbled to receive this award. This organization has profoundly shaped me both personally and professionally. I've been in part of ASEC since 1990, and it's changed so incredibly since then, and so great to have been part of that. ASECT is more than a credentialing body or a professional network. It's a vibrant, living community, committed to advancing the field of sexuality through evidence-based practices and social justice and courageous dialogue. It creates spaces where complex, often marginalized voices are heard, where professionals can grow in ways that no other organization provides. But most importantly, ASECT runs on the energy, the brilliance, and the heart of the people who choose to give their time and their experience. These are our volunteers, right? Our committee members, our task force leaders, our conference planners, our award committees. You're the heartbeat of this organization, and your dedication has inspired me through all these years. It's just incredible what you've been able to do. Sorry. Um, of course, I want to extend a heartfelt gratitude to the ASEC Board of Directors, all the boards of directors, and the leadership of Dr. Lex. Your vision and your willingness to navigate complexity, especially over these past few years, taking over for Oz when she needed to step down, with courage, with clarity. It's what kept this organization grounded and growing.
You gonna make me come over there. We only live like 7 minutes apart, y'all.
I promised myself I wouldn't cry. Also, thanks to our executive director, Kelly Braband, and her team at Postrom, our management company. The behind the scenes coordination, guidance, and consistency provide such a solid infrastructure that it really allows us to do our best work. So thanks for your steady leadership and your deep commitment to the ASEC mission, something we've talked about quite often. And again, while I'm honored to receive this award, I've simply had the privilege of working alongside really some of the most passionate, brilliant, and generous people in this field. So thank you for the opportunity to serve this community. It continues to be one of the greatest privileges of my life. Thank you.
Congratulations, Chris. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for that speech. We see you. We appreciate you. Lots of tears again. It's the people that make the organization. It's absolutely the people and all of the dedication, which all of you are. Thank you all for sharing your work with us. Thank you all for being here and being willing to say a couple of words and being inspirational. Each and every one of you are inspiring in your own ways, in your own communities and in ours. That being said, we are going to transition to being ready to close out around some of our pieces here, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the conference, and then I'm going to turn it over to Claudia to wrap us up. So the conference is coming up. We're going to be in Las Vegas, which is actually the home of Dr. Marky Twist, who does sit on conference planning committee as well. Our hotel is off strip, so for the folks who feel overstimulated or feel like the busyness of that, we are off strip, and it's gonna be an amazing time. I don't know if y'all have looked at the schedule, but I am a little bit upset that there's only one of me and I can't go to everything all of the time, which I'm sure we're going to hear on the feedback forms. But people are amazing. There's going to be amazing art. Our conference planning committee has been so busy and so dedicated to task. There's going to be a lot of fun. And I want to make sure that if you are a volunteer, which some of our award winners are, Rafaela volunteers for us, Mystique volunteers for us, I see Deandra, I see all of the awards committee folks. If you're a volunteer, I want to make sure that you do come out to make sure that you come to the president's reception to spend some time where AASECT can give you all gratitude for your service, because we're all volunteers, including the board of directors. We are all volunteering our time. None of us are paid for this work and all of the hours and dedication. We do it for the love of the field and for the love of the org. Coming out to the conference for one day, for all the days, and also virtually. If you're able to attend, we do have that option where you can earn your CEs, you can be in community, because sometimes it's hard to remember that we're not doing this work alone. We can forget. And when we feel like the only or the odd sex kid, or that we can't say things out loud, we can there a lot of the time. So please check out the schedule. Lila said that's going to be reposted shortly. Thank you, Bostrom staff. And I will turn this over to Claudia.
So before Claudia closes, um, uh, as we close out today's AASECT award ceremony, we want to extend our heartfelt congratulations to all of our award winners. I love all the love in the chat. I know I'm missing several, but it just keeps going, and my heart is so full seeing all the love here in this wonderful room with you all. Your work moves this field forward in powerful, transformative ways, and we're so proud to celebrate you. Award winners will also be acknowledged again during the Engaging Diversity Plenary at the AASECT conference, and your physical awards are on your way, so keep an eye out for that. And I'll turn it to Claudia.
Thank you, son. Thank you so much, Lex. And again, congratulations to all of our winners. And Chris, thank you so much for those beautiful words. Thank you, thank you. We also would like to just take a moment to express our deep appreciation to all of our nominees, to all the nominees all the nominations that we received, so the nominators and the nominees. Your contributions did not go unnoticed. And being nominated, I think it is a testament, we all know this, a testament of the impact that you're making in your communities and in this field. So I just want to say that this ceremony is as much a celebration to all of our winners as it is to all of our nominees. Thank you to everyone who joined us today, and to all the volunteers, and of course, as it has been said before, the incredible AASECT staff, everybody at Bostrom. Your time, effort, and heart makes this celebration possible, as well as conference and the board of directors as well. It's been an honor to celebrate you all. Please enjoy this beautiful Friday, and thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you. Thank you.